It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. CD, big changes underfoot here in the desert for 2023. Most notably, new coaching staff. But I guess change seems inevitable when you come off a 4-13 season, does it not?
Absolutely. I think you're perfectly on track with that. And I think some of the change is going to be on offense, where they were a little more wide open. But now, a bit more buttoned up, I would anticipate. And on defense, head coach, that's his background. I think he's going to throw a lot of different things at teams, trying to keep his team in contention.
Well, meanwhile, for the Falcons, I think they might be looking at the NFC South and saying, hey, with no Tom Brady anymore, even though we were 7-10 last year, this could be ours for the taking.
And it's been building to this level for this team, because this will be the third year under their head coach. They know exactly what he expects, and they're starting to play closer to their potential.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away, as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their fifth-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
He and Arizona came together on a hefty contract extension before last season. But injuries, well, they caused everyone to take a step backwards last year. But when healthy, Kyler Murray, still a big play waiting to happen on every snap.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Murray now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. To throw is Murray. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Kyler Murray, to the surprise of no one, finished 2nd amongst quarterbacks with 11 rushing touchdowns in 2020. Just 3 in 11 games in 2022. But let's face it, anytime he's maneuvering around, we expect him to take off and go, and he did it on that play.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense set to take over for the first time, and it's all behind their 30-year-old quarterback. That's Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
Heineke going to lead the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Dumps this one off to Algier. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 10. Heineke now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To the air again, Heineke. Throws right back to London, complete again. And before they work it across midfield. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Our man from nearby Tucson who was a prep standout here in Arizona, it's Bijan Robinson. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Heineke's going to hold on to it.
And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray.
He's got the connection to Moore.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Pascal.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Murray.
And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now a give right side. It's Moore.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Here's Murray. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Moore.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Murray now to throw. That's complete to Michael Wilson. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver.
And now it's second down. Now Heineke.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
And they'll throw again, Heineke.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Greg Dortch deep for Arizona.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a give right side. Moore. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Robinson. And very little running room did get a couple up to the 49.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Heineke now from the 50.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here's Heineke.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Now Heineke.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Moore. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. A give to Robinson on the option. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Heineke.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Nifty move. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They give to Ingram up the middle.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Murray now on 1st down.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
On second down, here's Murray. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Keontae Ingram
from 17 yards out.
And the Cardinals had 6 to their lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Prater on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
To throw is Heineke. He's got this to Algier.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner, and he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Heineke to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Throwing. Heineke. Dumps this one off to Algier.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Heineke.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Heineke now.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kaderl Hodge from 8 yards out.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. First down, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
This 2nd and 4.
Here's Murray. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go, baby. Let's roll.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Heineke going to lead the Falcons up now 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Algier now up the middle.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Calais Campbell, originally a Cardinal, there with the tackle.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Throwing now is Murray. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Kentavious Street in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, Heineke.
Short throw to Smith. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Heineke from the gun on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down.
They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
A give left side to Robinson. And now the rookie's free. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 27 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here this third quarter. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ingram at tailback. He's got it running left. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Option play. Here's Robinson.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
That pass complete to Moore.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throw left side, complete. That's Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Up the middle, Ingram.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Moore. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Murray now. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Heineke. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Heineke.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Ingram again. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff to Ingram. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8.
Coming left, it's Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Heineke going to lead the Falcons up now 1st and 10.
At their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Heineke hitting London coming across the field.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Here's Heineke. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Heineke. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
To throw is Heineke. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Heineke now.
Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Play fake. Murray. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
He's got McBride here over the middle. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line taken down. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. To throw is Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown!
Kyler Murray finding Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So Heineke and the Falcons
down 21-17. Less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
He's back to throw.
That is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Dancing to, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Back to throw.
Completes this to Jefferson.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.